Okay. Hi. It's been a while. I haven't done a video like this in a long time, and the last time we were here, I cried on camera, so we're gonna try and avoid that. But it's been a hard 2 years since that video. So I just got back from town, handling some of the things that I spoke about in a community post recently here on YouTube, and that's kind of what we're gonna be discussing today. I'm actually in the middle of recording a video. Well, I'm supposed to be recording a video, my next video coming out, but I feel a little bit of confidence right now, and I never know when those moments are gonna strike. So I'm gonna make this video while I have the confidence, and so many people have said that I should make a video on this, so I'm gonna try here, but please just give me a moment. So for those who don't know me, my name is Anthony, and I am the creator behind ADC Art Attack, the persona that you see, the happy, smiling entertainer who every video is optimistic and every video is positive and nothing can shake me and everything is just dandy in my life. That's not the reality. The past 2 years, and maybe even some before that, have been some of the worst years of my life in terms of my mental struggles and my mental stress. I've suffered depression throughout pretty much most of my adult life, and I am diagnosed as depressed, and I have autism, specifically Asperger's syndrome. And yeah, I've not had the best hands dealt, I think, but I've always been fortunate that I was a talented artist, so I was able to fall back on that. Shaking. Being vulnerable is really not a strength of mine. Being vulnerable and speaking about my emotions. I'm very emotional, don't get me wrong. I'm an emotionally triggered person. When things happen, I feel them intensely, but I'm terrible at channeling my emotions in any kind of way, positive or negative. My emotions are sporadic, and there's when speaking about what's going on in here, I usually break down, and I usually really find it hard, and creating art and doing what I do here on this platform is the therapy. It is what makes me happy, and reading comments, and I mean, I get a comment every now and then actually of somebody says to me like their daughter, their son, their child is watching my content, and because of that they're inspired to pick up the pencil and do artwork. And I run and I tell my family, I tell friends, every single time things like that happen, I tell someone, because it's the most inspiring thing ever. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, to the point. So in a now unlisted video on YouTube, something that I unlisted almost immediately after publishing it, I spoke about some of the problems that are going on with me, and I never asked for help back then. I made this video and it was me discussing an issue that had happened with another third party that caused a huge problem for me and my life, and everything that I had budgeted for in my life and everything that I had lived within my means and everything turned out to be not the case, and I was financially ruined. And coupled with that is my own anxieties and my own stresses that go on in here every day. My internet security issues, my security and safety issues in general, my paranoia, my constant fear of the unknown and anxiety, and everything that you could possibly think of is going on up here. And when I made that video, I was flooded with an abundance of positivity and lovely thoughts from my friends here on YouTube, and of course the followers and the hundreds of thousands of people who watch and support my content. And I, for some reason, decided that I was going to not ask for the help. I was going to fully commit behind the scenes in secret and deal with everything alone. And I did. I have tried for 2 years to do everything alone. And in that time, I'm sure you have seen what has happened to YouTube and the viewer figures and things that are going on with everyone's channels, in particular mine as well, where revenue has all but been slashed by 75%. My earnings are abysmal. Things have gone from bad to worse. And that's difficult when a problem like what happened to me happens, because it probably could have been manageable by myself, but it isn't, and I'm at breaking point. I have friends, guys, I have family. And I spoke with them at great length, and for many months, they've been trying to convince me of making a GoFundMe or at least telling people what's going on and trying to get help. And I have rejected everything. I've had offers and people try to help me, and I always turn down things. I actually made a wish list, and that took me a very long time to make. And I even asked permission from people for a good few times if I could add personal items on there, things that I could use. Because I kept the wish list as a place for business. You know, it was, hey, if you guys can support me and get me this product, I'll make a video using it, or I'll streamline content, or I'll do something with it. It was always a give and take, and that was... I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I saw a quote today. Someone drowning in 7 inches of water are just as drowned as someone drowning in 7 feet of water. That is a very powerful quote and kind of gave me the confidence to do this, because it's no secret that I'm still in a very privileged position, you know? Yeah, my earnings are shot and loads of things have happened, but I'm one of the few artists that made it in life. You know, most artists don't get a platform like this, but even still, you can still struggle. And it's not even just a financial struggle, which is the point of this. And there will be a GoFundMe and wish list and things below, but it's more to mental health. And I think I owe to my viewers, you guys, an honest... I have a really bad stutter, if you didn't know, by the way. I actually have a stutter, and I cover it up in my YouTube videos, but when I'm making live streams, I get really bad. Oh, I don't even know what I've said during this video up until now. I don't know if people are still watching. I feel like I owe everyone this. I feel like everyone needs to see a human, you know? This masquerade of ADC Art Attack and this, you know, figment of my imagination and this thing that I create, this smiling caricature, because I remember what it is to be happy, and I act like I am happy. I think, like, I know what depression is. I don't feel depressed, but I feel, you know, like it's every day there's this on you. But I'm so happy as well. I live stream all the time, and I'm so happy. When I make my streams and I'm seeing people and I'm talking to people, you know, it is fuel for the ego, but it's, I'm alone, man. I don't know what I'm gonna keep in this video. I don't know what the point of this is. I don't want this to be a video of me asking for help, because that's not your responsibilities. Do I need it? Yes. You know, yes, I need it. The details of which are explained in the link, which is very hard to talk about again. But beyond that, I just feel like people don't know me. You know, people know ADC Art Attack, and I get recognized now and then when I'm out in the city, and it's amazing, and that's lovely. But I wonder, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this. I love what I do. You know, I love this content. I mean, it's the only thing I can do with my issues. You know, holding down a regular job is an incredibly difficult task for me. Going out sometimes requires a huge push. And, you know, if I get an anxiety attack, then that's it. I'm not going outside. And that can be extremely challenging. And I'm sure many of you know this. Most of us as artists, we tend to have our own individual struggles. And that's kind of why we turn to art. Art is an escape from our reality, which is why you see a lot of creators as well in the art niche tend to be very timid creatures. You know, we do have a lot of struggles and we speak about them sparingly, but I think we don't speak about our struggles enough. And I think it doesn't always have to be an ask for help. I think we should make it a habit to come here, sit on our platforms, on our stage, and talk to the people who watch our content, who get that enjoyment from us. And sorry, my nose was just, we preach community as content creators. And community means that we are transparent, that we are open, that we communicate. And as a community, we come together, and it's not just left as a comment section. It's not just a place where you leave a comment that fuels our ego with no response, you know? That's why we opened the Discord. That's why I do my live streams. We talk in great length, and I've got to know so many of you as a community, and I spend most of my day in those channels, on those places, just speaking to you, because I know what it's like. I'm a massive fan of Jazza, as an example. Whenever we speak, I'm just like, it's a motivating feeling, and it drives, and it makes you happy. Anyway, I think the point of this vlog has been lost at this point, and I don't really know where I'm going here. At least I remember to turn on my lights. I've been sat here so long, my coffee's cold. I love coffee. I don't know if I've covered things, I don't know if I've spoken about things at all, but I'm gonna speak briefly on my comic book, because I know a lot of people are excited for that, and I do wanna talk about that a little bit. This is a passion project for me. This is something that I'm doing on my own behind the scenes, and of course I have, you know, things available and people donate to it and stuff, and I use that to fund it, but obviously I cannot sacrifice YouTube, which I have to focus all my time onto. So it is a little bit of a slower process than I'd like. But those who don't know, my comic book is a sort of autobiography to a degree. It is extended and overdone quite a bit. The characters in there are based on myself, on people I know, people I knew, and they have their struggles and they go through things, and it's more of an awareness book. Of course, these are subtle awarenesses. The characters are damaged characters. Bob, for example, he is autistic, and there are features on there. It's not a driving point of his character. You know, we don't mention that he has autism in the book or anything like that, but his behavior and things, you can make the assessment. And same with Sally, another main character. And I wanted to have a place to channel me. And that's what this book is. That's what I'm working on. But I wanted to close off with just like a little bit of content. I'm working on a video right now. You know, I'm not sure if this will be out before I do this, but I'm making a lot of people asked me for a tribute to Akira Toriyama. So we're doing a cheap versus expensive. I won't tell you what side that is, but it's quite a fun video. And, you know, I do briefly mention some stuff about this, but I got the courage in this moment to do this. So let's see if this video goes live. Guys, I don't know. Take care, everyone, and yeah, bye.